full stop, and we'll hit the jazz.
There it is.
Here we go. Sick. Thanks, bud.
Okay, let me check that the stream has audio. Give me a moment.
Oh yeah, I can do the same.
Oh, so you just went live? Welcome to Monday Night Balladeers, aka PTSD&D, aka You Might Be Muted. We really appreciate you if you're listening, and we're ready to rock the house tonight.
The audio
Sounds like
is
it's
definitely working.
It works. Yeah.
Sounds like
it's
works.
It's definitely working. That was crazy because I
Excellent.
was listening to it too.
So you had a triple. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Triple.
I was very
We got the
confused
old
for a minute.
triple.
Oh baby, a
This week
triple.
Oh wait, I got out of Twitch. Why'd I do that?
This week on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dungeons and Dragons.
So what do you
So I was able to
want?
confirm Guy Fieri is not on Cameo, so I'm not going to be able to get you guys a custom Monday Night D&D Guy Fieri cameo.
Bro, we
That
might
would
be able
be
to. We might be
phenomenal.
able to just email his agent and be like, "Bro, it'll take 30 seconds. Here's the script. Here's fucking $500. Please."
No, because they're going to be like, whoa, you're using his likeness in a game? No, cease and desist. We're going to get
Damn it.
CMD, bro.
All right, we gotta.
I don't want to get CMD.
We're gonna have
I
to
don't
play in
want to.
person. That's how we're gonna force the in-person play. Get the law. No, okay, that's fine. We'll figure something out. We'll get an impersonator. Guarantee there's an impersonator.
So there's a
in-person
comedian there's a comedian on Cameo who will do a Guy Fieri impression.
Yes.
I
That's what
forget
we
his
need.
name. It's Johnny DiGiorgio or something like that. Because that's what my internet sleuthing taught me.
I love it. What do you want for
Sounds nice.
intro? Do you want spooky? You want mysterious? You want battle?
Bro, no. I want the jazzy one that we did for the Slice of Life week.
Oh shit.
But,
Okay.
like, it was like, welcome to Monday Night Balladeer. That's the one. I think that's the intro music. Are we ready? Is everybody ready?
Yeah, man.
Well,
Front
yeah.
and center.
I'm gonna give
Ready
a
as
little
I'll ever
bit
be.
of I'm gonna give a little extra intro, and I'm gonna have Southis come into the intro as well, like his involvement and him being here, and we're gonna rock and roll. All right. Welcome to the world of Veranos, a world currently in crisis, as it is assaulted by another realm. But a brave group of adventurers and their allies are determined to see this threat vanquished. And we find this brave group of adventurers in a tavern, in an inn, the Snooty Poodle, in a town called Larrington, on the shores of a lake within the Boogius Estates. Well, the Boogius Holdings. Having just had a wonderful dinner in a private room, talking about many things together. Two brothers reunited after years apart, being able to talk about family business, personal matters, all sorts of things. Friendships being forged. Good times were had. There was a Griff and Yugdab recreated, gave an example of how they did the Baby Bajorn style sky fighting, and you guys had a really good time at dinner. It was a fun one. But walking down from the private room, while attempting to leave the bar, a figure revealed himself. This was an evil space warrior, similar to the ones that you've been fighting pretty consistently for these past few months. However, this one was a little more ornate. I sent pictures in the Discord last week, if anybody wants to look at them. This figure is clad in thick red armor with runes etched all over every bit of it. And as you fought this guy, the runes seem to be deflecting a lot of magic. Some of it's being reflected, some of it's being absorbed, but a lot of that stuff has not been super effective. And this figure he holds a large staff, and it's glowing. And every single civilian in this inn, their eyes are glowing like a sort of a deep red, and they seem to be under the control of this individual. And you know that it's going to be troublesome. So there's a lot of innocent people that are being mind controlled. There's this dumbass in his armor. You guys have already started assaulting him pretty heavily. Haliax and Fetha going to work. Yugdab desperately working her way towards him. And Nugbug potentially learning a lesson about casting spells. Griff threw a fog cloud into the room, so a lot of the civilians are a little bit disoriented. And then, Nugbug's brother Rugbug is here as well with his two attendants, Fenlin and Linton. So, you guys, you ended up in the town of Larrington after vanquishing a fiend that was controlling an inn. And having been magically transported here amongst following completion of that task. You enjoyed actually 2 really nice, almost as close as this party can get to carefree days in Larrington. Even enjoying some magic mushrooms, having very, very varied effects on the party. Some of you saw your own deaths. Nugbug forgot who he was for a period of time, and Ray had to deal with so many bugs. But after those 2 days of as close to carefree as you can get, you've come back to work. That's what the dinner was all about with Rugbug, getting everybody on the same page and seeing what happens next. Just as a finer point, Rugbug did tell Nugius about, multiple multiple incidents in the local area involving some form of undead. Be it in some cases there was like skeletons or a ghoul or a bone golem, but all forms of undead creatures. And this has been happening at various towns nearby, that are all within the Boogiest lands. It was also revealed that one of the other brothers, who was actually a cousin, or no, who was a brother, Thugbug, Fugarius, he was killed about 2 years ago, and it was very suspicious. His body was found in a certain mostly unused temple at the estates, and Uncle Hugarius Hugbug is in charge of investigating it.
Ew, Hugbug.
Yeah, Hugbug.
That's
He's the touchy uncle.
Boog.
So
Uncle Touchy over here.
that's where we find ourselves. Southus, you've
can I add
absent
one thing?
for a while, but I think that I think it's fair to say that you've just been with them, or actually, yeah, let's say the Southus. What have you been up to? What has Southus been doing?
So, I don't know, probably like a fucking year ago, I snuck away from you guys. I saw an opportunity, took it. I had placed so many bets, and I needed to settle up some scores. I needed to go collect my money because I knew if I stuck along with you clowns, I was gonna be broke. I have returned a multimillionaire. I'm ready to party. What are we doing, guys? Who needs to be stabbed? Let's hang out.
So, let me ask you this then. With that being said, what did you invest your money in? Like where you can't, it's gold, so it has to be somewhere. It has to be invested in something. You can't just walk around with 1,000,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, so I happen to currently own all but one shipping companies in the civilized lands. So
Okay.
call me Captain Southus if you want, but I don't really go on the boats. I'm not into it. I just go into the part where I collect the money.
All right, Southus has become a tycoon of industry. Very nice. Interesting. Okay. You're quite wealthy as well. Hey, there's a potential patron for your guys' astral submarine travels. Who knows? All right, very cool. So I think that the town of Larrington, and actually specifically this inn, the Studi Poodle, because the way there's multiple towns around this lake, and Larrington is the closest one to a main road. Studi Poodle is the biggest inn in this town, and it's actually made a name for itself and a reputation as a great place for merchants. They offer really premium, relaxing rooms at a reasonable cost. They offer free guard for caravans, so you don't have to have your own guards watch caravans. So I think it would be reasonable to say that you're here brokering some sort of trade deal, even though this is a little further from the ocean or from the water. You're trying to diversify, right? You're going to work with the merchants whose stuff you're shipping directly, so you can make more money off of them and get better kickbacks from that. So we'll say that you're here brokering one of these deals. You're in a side room sat across from a large half-orc who's actually wearing a three-piece suit. And you guys have just successfully brokered a deal where, you're going to give him 10% off shipping costs, but he's only going to ship every product he ships through your company, which previously he was using diversified companies. And what he ships horseshoes. He is the Baron of Horseshoes. That's his thing. Almost every horseshoe in the land goes through this half-orcs company. So you guys shake hands, you're finishing your deal, you're enjoying a little cognac and a cigar, or however you celebrate a closed deal. When you hear a commotion from outside the private room you're in, you open the door to see what's the matter, and you see a very familiar group of people basically getting into a fight with a large, heavily armored figure. You also see that a lot of the townsfolk in this room seem to be acting a little bit strange, so that's not great either. So Southish, you run down the steps, and you find yourself right amidst the rest of the party, ready for murder. Maybe. I mean, whatever you guys decide to do. Cool. So if you would like to roll initiative, Mr. Southis, so we can put you in the turn order. Oh, wait, you did it already. You got an 18. Yay, you go second. Nice. Nice.
Oh, the red dots, they're stunned from me.
Yes, the red dot guys are stunned. You got quite a bit of these guys stunned up, which was really cool. So, hell yeah. But yeah, we are going to resume initiative in the fight. So far, Fetha and Heliax rushed the guy. Nugbug cast some spells, did a little bit of crowd control. Griff put out a fog cloud, which that's what the yellow circle is. You can't see through that. And now we're ready to go again. So Holden, how would you like to begin?
My God. Okay, so I was thinking about this. What is the floor made of?
It would be a stone floor. This is quite a nice inn.
Stone floor. Okay. Then what I'm gonna do, there's a fog cloud, a bunch of those people over there are stunned. In that big crowd, are there any of my people? I only the people with names on them are from our group, right?
Yes.
Alright, wonderful. I want to make an attempt to cast Transmute Stone. Or Transmute Rock. Let me read it. You choose an area of stone or mud that you can see that fits within a 40-foot cube and is within range. Choose one of the following effects. I would be choosing Transmute Rock to Mud. Non-magical rock of any sort in the area becomes an equal volume of thick flowing mud that remains for the spell's duration. The ground in the spell's area becomes muddy enough that creatures can sink into it. Each foot that a creature moves through it costs 4 feet of movement. Any creature on the ground when you cast the spell must make a strength save, or the creature, if they end their turn in it, or enter the place as well. If they fail the save, they sink into the mud and are restrained. Though it can use an action to end the restrained condition on itself by pulling itself free of the mud. It says I can cast it on the ceiling to do damage, but I don't want to hurt these people. I just want to kind of hold them so they don't get in our way. So in general, the ceiling's that's perfect. Then I would want to cast it basically in the dining room to try to cover as many of these people over here as possible.
Sure. The only issue is the fog cloud. You can't see the middle of the room, so you have to cast it somewhere outside of the circle. You know the people are in there, so it's like not that far of a stretch, but wherever the casting point or center is, has to be somewhere you can see.
Okay, let me check my measuring tool. Okay, that's fine. We want to measure a line. Okay, perfect. Then what we would do, I really don't want to move to get an attack of opportunity. Ideally, I could probably get like there. The distance for it is 120 feet, so anywhere in the room that I can see. It's a cube. 40. All right, but the center point is where I would have to see, right?
I don't know.
I wouldn't be able to like cast the back edge of it at the back edge of the
yeah,
fog
can you just
cloud.
put one corner here? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not
Right.
sure, actually.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, rather than do anything
I would
wrong,
say, you
I
know
think
what?
I'll just
You
cast a
guys-
different spell.
No. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with you being able to, like, for a cube spell, like, just plant one corner of it.
Okay.
I think that's not an unreasonable thing to say. I mean, you guys are magicians. You're specifically also a mathematician, right?
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah.
on,
If
keep
you want me
that,
to make some
keep
kind
that
of
40
check,
foot measurement. Yeah, okay, let's do intelligence. Is that
sure, I'll do that.
mathematics? There's not a mathematics stat, so
I'll do int. I got 20 int. Just a raw intelligence check. Let me see.
yeah.
Guys, did you know you need dice to play this game? I have. Ooh, I got an 8 plus
What's
5
crazy is that's not
is
even true.
13.
Okay, 8 plus 5 is 13. Yeah, so with a 13, you try to anchor the corner, you know, in that one spot, but it doesn't you mess up the calculations a little bit, and the corner anchor ends up here instead. So you've ended up catching some of the party members in the cube.
Okay, I have confidence in them. So let me roll this, cast it on VTT. It's a 5th level spell. Ignore the damage. The damage is for if the shit falls upon you. And then, if you want, I will display what you gotta do. My save is 19 for the strength.
Yeah, and I have 16 dexterity saves to make for the townsfolk. And then
strength.
Ray, Southis, Nugbug, and Finland are also all in the queue. So those guys will need to make saves as well.
Yeah, all strength saves.
Yep. So I'm going to go for
Strength?
Finland,
Yep.
who fails. And then let's do this thing. So 16.
DC is 20.
No, DC is 19.
The 20 is for something else. That's if you're in mud and I turn it to rock. It's DC 20 to break the rocks.
And actually, the 3 guys on the table aren't going to make the save because they're on top of the wooden table. The table sinks, but they're not affected. But I failed all but 3 of those. So we'll say the little girl in the front got restrained.
So just picture Never-Ending Story as just this like sludgy, sloppy swamp sound kind of. You hear it, you probably don't see much of it, but on the edge of the fog cloud, it's just fucking the worst, wet, lose your boot type of mud.
All of the stunned people failed to save as well. How long were they stunned for?
You can use an action to get out of it.
No, the guys you stunned last week.
Oh, good question. Mummy Lord.
I think it's 1 round.
Will be stunned until the end of the Mummy Lord's next turn.
Sick. Okay, cool. All right, so everybody with orange dots are restrained. The red dots are still stunned until Nugbug takes his turn. And then I'm still looking for... Okay, so Nugius, you are restrained as well. And then Southis, if you want to make a strength save, please. Oh, no, you did.
Restrained.
You're also restrained. Yep, I see it now. Okay. Well, you look at that.
Welcome back. You won't be able to do anything for 3 hours.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay. Boom, boom, bang. Love it. Love it. Or leave it. You better gain weight. You better hit a boost. Never mind. What else do you have, Holden?
Okay, that's action. Bonus action. I think we're gonna fucking everybody seems relatively healthy.
Some people took damage from trying to attack the guy last time.
Yep.
Is there... Can I fit behind the guy and move to this square? Or is he, like, blocking the door?
You're gonna, like, have to body push back behind him. Yeah, I mean, he's not blocking it intentionally, but he is large. So you would have to pass a dexterity save in order to move past it.
Okay, then I will stay right where I am and end my turn.
Alrighty, sounds good. Southis, it's your turn next. I know it's been a while since you played. Restrained means you can't move, and it costs your action to unrestrain. If you want, cool idea. I was thinking, you could use Griff Gruffington. Like you could make a plan with him. He could pick you up and pick you out of the mud and fly you over to the big bad. It would still require strength saves from both Griff and Southis on Griff's turn, but that could be an option as well if you want to pursue it.
So what I want to do is convince Griff to throw me towards the orc in the three-piece suit.
Shit.
Yeah, the guy you did the business with, he's still up on the stairs, which there's not stairs on this map, but imagine everybody's gathered at the base of the stairs. So yeah, he's like up a floor on these stairs watching you guys. This is quite intense. So yeah, you could ask Griff to do that. He will certainly try.
So I'm gonna give Griff a bump of very concentrated cocaine so that he can have a boost of charge.
Okay, just
throw
remember
me directly at this orc.
Just remember, this is a fantasy game, so it's fantasy cocaine. Power crystals, as we call them. Okay.
Right.
So what do you say to Griff? He's pretty much right next to you. You're like stuck in the mud up to like your chest almost at this point.
Say, Griff, anything you want, your wildest fucking dreams come true. If you put this shit in your nose and throw me at that green motherfucker on the stairs.
Yes.
Right fucking now.
Alrighty. And Griff, he looks at you and he goes, "You did help save my daughter, so I will do whatever you wish, Mr. Southis." And Griff's turn is next. So you're holding an action to give him the thing, and then he's gonna throw you towards this dwarf, and then we'll see what you do, or towards the half orc. Okay. Okay. So you got the power crystal out in your hand. It's a ground up green crystal, and it actually glows faintly. That's how you know it's the good shit.
Looks like that shit from fucking James and the Giant Peach.
Oh yeah. Oh god, that's power crystal.
Good reference. Fuck.
That
was fucked up.
Whoa.
Now you got
All right, cool.
fucked up.
So your turn will essentially be over for now, but you'll get to do some stuff after during Griff's turn if he accomplishes this feat that you've asked him to do.
Oh, I believe it.
All right. Okay. So Griff makes his way over to you. He takes the power crystal out of your hand, and he puts it up his nose. He takes it. He goes. What's the line for fucking Scarface? Griff takes it out of your hand. He goes, "Well, that's what I'm talking about, baby." And he lifts you out of the mud with just a quick plop. I mean, with so much strength that Griff doesn't even normally have. Without even making a save, he picks you up out of the mud. He mounts you. You're small, right? Griff is not a strong guy. He literally has you on his palm. You're sitting on his palm, all muddy and shit. And he's like, "Are you ready?" And he just shot puts you towards this thing. Now, I'm not gonna have Griff make a strength save because he'll fail it. Actually, he's got a +6. No, his strength. You gave him the strength he needed. He needs to pass dexterity. Actually, we're gonna call this a ranged weapon attack. Yeah, without proficiency. So it's +6. All right. I got an 18 + 6 for a 24.
Yes, dude. Yes.
Southis, you are launched up the stairs, 3/4 of the way up the stairs, and you literally impact into this half-orc, getting mud all over his 3-piece suit and knocking him back, but he doesn't like fall over. He just sort of, you guys end up, he's like sitting on the stairs now and you're on his lap, okay? What do you say to this individual? Or do you say anything? What do you do?
I'm not gonna say a fucking word. I'm gonna plunge my dagger into his fucking throat.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Bro.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, I mean, make a dagger. Make a melee attack with your dagger. Holy fuck. Unbelievable. We thought Griff was a liability. I think Southis might be a liability, guys.
Sometimes you get side jobs done while everybody's freaking out in the bullpen.
A 21 definitely hits. So roll damage. This guy's an NPC. He's got like 4 or 5 hit points. So he's gonna die. And you know what? This would definitely count as a sneak attack because this motherfucker was not expecting this to happen. So yeah, I mean, you slit his throat down to the bone of the neck or the bone of the spine, and he promptly bleeds out in front of you.
All right, so the last bit of my turn is I'm going to remove the document that we just signed from his pocket and put it into my bag, and that will be the end of my turn.
Bro, this guy is doing illegal contracts things. I don't know what's happening right now. Okay, heard that. That also,
Just to make, I do want to try to hide, so I'm gonna sleight of hand.
I mean, first off, nobody's paying attention right now because there's an actual threat in the room, and with a 30, yeah, nobody notices you
Hell
slip that
yes,
contract.
dude.
I mean, they are aware that you murdered this guy, but they did not notice you take the contract.
That's fine.
Alrighty, cool. And then that's the end of Griff's turn as well, because his bonus action to Crystal, action to throw you, and that's his turn. Fetha, you're up next. Fetha, Haliax, and Holden, you guys have no idea that Southis just murdered a guy, because you're too far removed from that action.
Amazing.
Amazing, truly amazing. Unexpected doesn't even begin to cover it.
Fetha is going to swing, and he is going to pull his Divine Smite out of his attacks, since it's not helping.
Sure. The does the automatic one happen no matter what? Like,
Yeah,
what's
it
the
just kind of
phrasing on that?
It just kind of happens. He basically would just like charge it with his willpower. So this time he doesn't pump that willpower into it. He's just going to do the physical damage from the
Yeah,
axe.
but the wording on the ability, does it say you may or does it say it does?
Okay, hang on.
It'll be under your features and traits. This is how Magic the Gathering is played, where like the word you may or it does are like super important.
It just says the target takes an extra 1d8 radiant damage
So yeah,
whenever you hit with a melee weapon.
the 1d8 is going to happen automatically, no matter what.
Okay.
But you're not, obviously you don't have to pump any more into it.
Yeah.
Or since it's a melee weapon, if you used your fists, there would be no Divine Smite. I forget what I said this guy's armor class at, but a 27 definitely hits.
Right. And let's not forget, I have haste. I think I have it for 9 more rounds.
Yeah, that sounds right. You drank that potion. Do you guys remember that time you spent 20,000 gold on a bag that gives you 3 potions a day? I remember.
Yeah, and never used it, you mean?
Yeah, that was the next part I was going to say.
Right, and the one
Okay.
you've mentioned almost every time.
Yeah, and it still
I
doesn't get
used it.
used.
I know, it's
He did.
incredible.
We did use it. You guys did use it once. Okay, so he takes 12 damage, and then Fetha, you take 3 radiant damage as the runes on his armor flare, and the smite is pushed back at you.
Betha eats the damage and spits it back at him.
Okay, yeah, he gets blood on his armor, but you can't tell because it's red.
Damn it. I rolled a 1.
Sure. Wait, for your next melee attack, you rolled a 1?
Yeah.
Go! Oh. Okay. And a 20 is not gonna hit. For your 1, though, you can roll damage for that 1. Yeah, so Holden, you're gonna take 21 damage as you're back there thinking about trying to sneak past this guy, and he raises his arm up. The dude like like I guess Fetha, you go in for like a stabbing strike, and the enemy sidesteps it, and you didn't know Holden was right behind him because this guy's so bulky, and you just stab right into Holden's chest.
I can fix that later, Holden. Just give me a second.
Why would you do this, man?
I couldn't see you. He's huge. I'm gonna bonus action polearm master.
Okay.
Oh, you. That should have been a 16, you son of a bitch. All right, that misses.
Yeah, 17 definitely misses. Boom.
And
Okay.
yeah, that's basically it for Fetha.
Call that a mixed bag of a turn. Does somebody want to just roll some d20s for Haliax? I think he gets like a fucking plus 14 to hit. And
He gets like a
I'll roll one.
27 every time he rolls, basically.
yeah. So you guys, you
Ooh,
I rolled an 18.
okay. What if, okay,
But it-
so I think it's like
it wouldn't actually be a
d12
one.
plus 14. So, Fetha, take 18 damage as Haliax accidentally, in his fury of fighting, slices you with his fucking flaming sword. And then we'll do another 1d12 plus 14 for the big bad, 15 damage for the big bad.
Damn it, Heliax!
So many ones. You stab Holden, and then Haliax was like, hey, don't
No,
stab Holden. And he
I
stabbed
deserve
you.
that. I deserved it. I deserved it.
Guys, we're falling apart.
yeah, we need to hold it together a little bit.
Yeah. Young Dab, it's your turn. Let's see those beautiful ones. Well, you guys roll as many of those as you want.
Oh, I rolled,
Everyone just duck now.
Yeah.
I rolled an 18 on my physical dice for.
That was the damage he took.
Heliax.
That was the damage I had him take. He took 15 as a result.
Oh, from hitting?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Sorry,
fucking
was
awesome.
that the, was
Hell
that
yeah,
the total with the? I'm sorry.
No,
Did that
18
number
raw.
include the? Yeah. So the plus 14 on top of that.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
Oh,
So it
shit.
definitely is. Yeah. And I already had him take damage for that.
Okay,
So
my
we're
bad.
good. No, I just averaged the damage. I gave him 1d12 plus 14. Since he's not here, it's just, we're just taking it as like a token representation, essentially. But actually, guys, before we go to Yugdab's turn, I need to call a quick break real quick. I need to make
Sure.
a phone call, okay?
That's fine. You want to just
So-
call us
Sounds good.
our 15 now?
Yeah. So let's do 10:05, okay?
Cool.
Okay.
Sorry for breaking early. We'll resume with Yugdab's turn, okay?
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
How dare you?
How dare you? You tease me. Bro. This fucking
Yeah.
Chaos Marine sucks. I hate him. hate him and he stinks.
I know. What are we gonna do?
Uh,
I can't really help too much.
I feel like the people who can hurt him the most are over there. Is that you over there as well, Yug Dab? No. Okay, you're very close though. Okay.
Yeah, I can reach him.
Okay, sweet. So
Do you
all
think
the
we could
heavy hitters
dispel
with
the?
weapons can do. That's what I was gonna try, right? Let me see. I think you did one, but they saved. I think I have
Yeah, I
that
think
spell
so.
as well, though. Let me see. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, I have it. I'll give it a shot next turn.
All right.
Because if we can get whatever that enchantment is off, then he's pretty much done.
Yes.
Oh, wait a second.
What's up?
So if we were to ruin the runes,
It's like, I think so, right? Like if we
I
could
would think.
deface them somehow, I don't know.
maybe I would change my motive from just trying to kill to trying to
Like called shot, trying
gouge
to
it.
chop the armor type stuff.
You're gonna find a chink in the armor.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, offer that up. Cole's usually down for rule of cool. I think that's
Like
sick.
swing under the armpit where there would be no clad armor and fucking slice off an arm.
Yeah, typically, there's a table in the rule book for called shots where it just ups the armor class. But if like you're not trying to hit him in the eye, you're trying to hit like the chest plate or like the shoulder pads or something. I don't know. That would be cool.
Hmm.
We need to send these white boys home packing, bro. I'm watching the hockey game. Our white
Yeah,
boys are
fuck.
gonna our white boys are gonna beat their white boys. Florida's playing Boston. I can't talk about the score, but we know Florida don't like Boston. Boston don't like Florida, which I think is dumb. Red is always better.
Dumb.
It's fucking dumb, bro.
It's also true that Boston doesn't like anybody except for Boston.
That's true.
Fair.
Why they're called mass holes.
Welcome to UMass. I'm
Fucking
gonna
real.
fucking
It's
rape you.
fucking real.
They're a massive assholes.
It's all true. They really will like stop traffic and help you out, and then like insult you for making them stop traffic to help you. Like,
They will help you in a fight and then call you a pussy for needing help.
mm-hmm. Like that.
Hell yeah. That's kind of good energy. I like that. Dude, these dice are crazy. I need a bigger dice tower for these fuckers.
Yo, next time you're over, just let me know. I'll print you one.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, bruh. Alright, I'm gonna get a snack. I'll be right back.
Yo, Billy, I started playing Fable. I forgot how much I missed this game, and I loved it. Oh, did he? Oh well, that's what I get for not paying attention.
The Dollarita is back at Chili's. It's over for you hoes. Freak on, get your freak on. Where the fuck is a DM?
Probably on an important call.
I can't
He doesn't usually
believe
stop D&D for
I
anything.
can't believe he's done this.
I can't believe what he's doing to us.
transport you to a snowy mountaintop. Ooh.
Ooh. It's so cold. Oh, I started playing Fable, Billy.
Yeah? Which one?
Yeah. 2.
Nice. That one's fun as hell.
I wanted to play 1, but it's a little janky to play on Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not optimized for it. 2's way better.
Check,
But 1 is my favorite.
Check Humble Bundle. At some point you'll be able to get it for like maybe $3 for like the Ultimate Remastered Edition for PC. It runs really well
Heard.
on PC, and it's like usually under $10 for everything.
Yeah, I think that's what I got this bundle for. I got Fable 1, 2, and 3 for like
like 20 total or something.
$20 in total, yeah.
I think they're all valid games, and they all add something. One just has a special place in my heart.
Dude, 1 is always going to be my favorite.
Turning into the like the stinky devil guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was one of the last games where I tried my hardest to like solve every puzzle without looking it up. After that, I was like, man, fuck this. What's the procedure here? Google. But like how the guarded doors would be like a face that would have a riddle or something.
Yeah, the big stone faces.
Yeah. Iconic. Boston's kicking ass.
Fuck Boston.
They're alright. They're winning. I don't like it.
No,
Can't talk
that's
about
why
that. Stop.
That's why I fuck Boston.
Sorry for the delay. We are back. Appreciate you guys waiting. It was not ideal for me.
Everything all right?
But it happened, and we are past it. Yes, everything is fine.
Okay.
Alrighty. Here we go. Here we go.
I have us on like a mountaintop. Let me get us back in the fighting mood here.
Hell yeah.
Cause you gotta fight
for your right to D&D. That's that's the movie. You know how like in movies and shows sometimes to establish something they'll be like, oh, like okay, did you see Ready Player One? And they were like, oh, in the bandwidth wars, blah 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 happened. Or like in Star Wars Episode 4 when they were like, oh, you fought in the Clone Wars, but nobody knew what that was back then, right?
You know, I only recently figured out that George Lucas did those movies because he had the tech to do them, but he kind of knew what he wanted to do for the first 3. And it was a choice of like, where would he want to have the tech be improved? Is it with gigantic scale battles or like generally small scale stuff?
Yeah. No, I think he made the right choices because, I mean, yeah, you couldn't have done Jar Jar on the fucking 70s budget.
And it would have looked really janky with like robot battles and stuff. Alright,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes. Anyway, what I want to hear is people be like, "Do you remember the D&D wars?"
Do you remember when
Don't
Hasbro
don't
went
you
to war with
remember?
wizards?
Yeah. All right. So where we left off, Yugdab was about to take her turn. She has been desperately running, not desperately. She's been rushing and running towards this foe. She had just hopped up on the bar at the corner of the bar, ready to pounce. What you got for us, bad guy, Yugdab?
So, I was wondering if it would be possible for me to like, where are the runes on the armor? Is it like chest piece,
If you look at
arm?
the Discord general chat, there's 3 pictures that I posted last week that are like what this dude looks like, essentially. I mean, the armor at least, not like specifically, but yeah.
Okay.
So they're kind of
They're
like
like-
embedded on like the leggings. It looks like the arm guards, the chest, and the helmet.
But and specifically like any flat space on this armor is embedded with runes, and they're not written on. Some of those pictures it's like painted on, but the top picture they're like etched into the armor, or
Right.
they're painted to make it look like they are, and these runes are etched into this armor.
Okay.
Oh, where's my hair? Switzerland. Credit sweet. You know they call it sweet. You see, like this is like a Swiss Army knife, SWISS. They call it a Sui Army knife. Sui. That's how they say SWISS. It's a fun fact.
The great
You know, in
Swede,
Switzerland,
neutral Swede.
In Switzerland, Cool Ranch Doritos are called Cool American Doritos.
Nice.
That's your fun fact for today.
So if I wanted white cheese with holes in it, that's kind of hard. I would get sweet cheese.
Yeah, that is sweet cheese.
Okay. nice.
Sweet cheese.
You know what's funny? I used to play Ark with a British dude, and he had no clue what the fuck ranch dressing was.
That's
Good.
so odd.
That's healthy for him.
And I was like, bro, what are you
His-
doing? Like, he goes, I
his
mean, I'm a
life
fat
is
piece of
better
shit,
than
but I
ours.
don't know what it is. And I was like, dude, if you're a fat kid and you like pizza, you need to get ranch dressing and put it on your fucking pizza.
No, because that dude puts brown sauce on everything. And brown sauce
All right,
is
let's
probably
not
not as
hate
bad
on the
for you.
Brits, but they do eat mushy peas for breakfast anyway.
I just want to know, I have a full bottle of HP sauce in my cabinet right now. Well, it's not full because I use it, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, I love brown sauce, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Hell yeah.
All right, Young Dab, it's your turn. What do you got for us?
I think I'm gonna try to swing for a limb if I can. Try to get under some of that armor. Maybe go for a sweet spot if
Sure.
I can with my greatsword. But I'm not gonna. There's no fire.
All right, so you say no shit because you said oh shit it lit. You said no shit it unlits. If you want to try and do a call shot for like a weak point, you can make a perception check as your bonus action, and if you roll
Okay.
high enough, you get some insight, and maybe it's a bonus on your attack.
So do that first. I'm assuming
Yes.
the perception. Cool.
Yes, please. Yeah, you just figure hitting him anywhere will be effective.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. This sounds like what you would figure. Okay, so that's
Oh
a
my
natural
God.
one. Oh,
No way.
Holden and Fetha, please both roll d20s.
Okay.
I did tell everyone to duck.
12.
Yeah, you did. Who knows if they listened? You got
Okay.
12?
Seems
like Fetha
listens.
Fetha, what'd you get?
10.
What? 10?
10.
10. Well, yeah. So, Fetha, they both crouched. They both did duck. However, So did the big bad. He also ducked.
no.
But he didn't duck immediately. He waited until you were swiping and he ducked. And you were going for a slanty slash, right to left. And it goes right over his head and just collides with Fetha's body. So, Fetha, you're going to take 14 damage.
I wish I had the fire on. Sorry, bud.
What is this with everybody hitting
Fire
each other?
wasn't on.
This is fucked up.
It's like this guy showed up and you guys started fighting each other.
Where'd the 14 come from? Is it 9?
9 plus 5.
Oh, it's not on fire though. Specifically.
Oh, so it's just 9. Yeah, it's 9 damage.
Hell yeah.
Fetha can take 20 right now.
I
That's
gotta
fine.
lawyer up
It's
because
like,
we might go down to single digits the way this is going. We're all just stabbing each other.
Kill each other.
But you're right. She did turn the flame off, so it is just 9 damage. Absolutely.
So that was bonus action and an action. Do I have one more action then? Because I'm
Wait, what
raging.
was your bonus action?
The perception check.
Oh yeah. No, your action is 2 attacks. No, 3 because
Yeah.
you're raging. So you get 3 attacks. Or wait, you can't use your bonus action. Yeah, so 2 attacks. So you get 1
Sweet.
more attack. Please roll another
That is
one.
on high alert.
No. No more one.
19 does not hit. Your sword goes through. It hits his armor, and you hold it for a moment, thinking it's gonna go through, but it just doesn't, and it scrapes along the armor. You do see that some of the runes are lightly scratched by this strike. They don't seem to be affected. They're still flaring with magical energy, but you see that you've scratched the armor and you've scratched over the runes.
Good. I want some scratches.
Yeah. Cool.
That's it. That's it for you,
Yeah,
Deb.
that's it. Next up is the big bad. All right. Oh, so Young Dab, you're up here now. Boom. Whew. Okay. So this dude takes his staff. He's had it in one hand, held aloft. He brings it to the middle of his body, grabs it with both hands, and slams it to the ground. There is an explosion of energy. It is not electrical energy, but there's like blue lightning involved with it. It is force energy as you just feel this massive pressure come off of him and sweep over all of you. So I'll need con saves from Holden, Yugdab, Fetha, and Haliax.
Constitution save.
Young Gab
Haliax got an 18
Holden,
plus.
you got a
probably
plus
lot.
5.
I got a 19 with all bonuses.
Plus 5.
No, that's with the 5. I rolled a
Oh,
4.
it's with. Okay.
Yeah.
I got a 31.
Goddamn.
Holy
Just
shit.
did con save, right?
Yeah.
Alright, hang on.
I already know the result. I didn't. I should have thrown a magical tinkering.
I'm having problems. Give me 1 second.
So it's 41 damage if you failed,
Oh,
and it's 20 if you passed.
what is the save? What do we need to save?
Well, Yugdab passed. Haliax passed. What is your roll, Holden?
19 total.
You failed.
Fuck.
Alright, hang on. My fucking D&D Beyond's being dumb.
That's okay.
Come on. Okay. Fuck. Hey, what does that say?
Starting
Or should I just re-roll
Dave,
it?
what did I roll? Babe, what did I roll, babe?
What did I roll?
Dave, Dave, what did I roll?
What if I added a 5 to that? Would I pass?
19 plus 5.
24?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
You
the
already
number.
added the 5, though. A
No,
24
that's
would
from,
not.
That's from his aura. You need a
A
25
24
or
would
higher,
not
I'd imagine.
pass.
Okay. Fuck.
24 does
Alright.
not pass. Fuck.
You said 42 points of damage?
41. No, yeah, 41 if you fail.
41. Thank you for
20 if you
repeating.
passed.
Appreciate that. And what type of damage?
So
Force?
Fetho, what? Yeah, force damage.
Okay.
Billy, have you listened to any of the new...
Oh wait, I get a +8, +5. Son of a bitch. Okay.
That's a plus 13, bud.
Yeah, that's a +13 on everything. So yeah, I got
Does
whatever
a-
19 + 13 is.
Oh, so you definitely pass, so
Yeah.
20 damage.
Does a creature using a spell in a threatened square trigger an attack of opportunity?
No, not on the creature's turn.
Right, because it would be triggering a reaction from me.
No. Wait, what? What?
Because
I'm sorry. Explain the question
it cast
again.
a spell, right?
Yes.
And it's within melee range of me.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if that triggers an attack of opportunity. If so, I can use Warcaster.
No, that's only... That's for... Wait. He isn't...
I fight everyone. When a hostile creature that you can see moves out of your reach, you can avoid. Attack occurs. Such a strike.
I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, the basic rule doesn't say anything about spells.
No, because if not, that doesn't make any sense. Because, like, anytime you fought a mage, if they cast a spell, you could just hit them. And that's not inherently fair or balanced.
Unless they had. You can make an opportunity attack against anyone within 5 feet who casts a spell. It does not disrupt the spell, but it will obviously be a discouragement to casting in melee.
All right, yeah, you guys can all make opportunity
This
attacks.
is a DM call.
No. I mean, we bend the
sure
rules a
that
lot
this
in
is
this
correct.
game, but
Because
I do
it
want
took
to.
me this long to find it, and it's on a fucking board that looks like it was made in 2008. So like,
Yeah, I'm okay with it. You guys have at it. No, but that's such a door to like anything. Yeah. Yeah, no, go for it. Opportunity attacks. Bring them on.
casting a spell while next to a creature does not provoke an attack of opportunity. So I've got conflicting reports here.
Yeah.
It
I
looks like
feel
your
like
DM is
it would be-
remembering rules from 3.5 Pathfinder or 4th edition. And this
I
is,
really
like,
do think it would be
yeah.
inherently unfair if a caster took an attack of opportunity for like think about it like a party is a cleric, a mage, and a fighter, and they're fighting, some monster with spellcasting, right? And the fighter runs up to the monster, the cleric and the mage are far away. And the monster's turn comes up, he casts a spell at the mage, and the fighter just gets to hit him. That seems inherently a little bit unbalanced, right?
I mean, you could argue either way, but it seems like the 5e rule says no because that would unbalance the system they have in place.
Yeah, the way 5e
Like,
is set up,
it's
it
not
feels
designed.
unbalanced.
It's not designed
Yes.
for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All
I'm glad
right,
we
so
cleared
no
that
attacks
up.
of opportunity.
'Cause I had a fucking
Um,
idea and a half, but that's fine.
So you guys feel this warp energy roll over you, right? And this thing, it has a helmet on. It doesn't show emotion, but it seems to smile for a moment. And it looks at you, Fetha, and it says, "Do you think your efforts here will gain you anything? Because I believe them to be fruitless."
Do you think
And
vocabulary makes you smarter? No, you're dumb. Fuck you.
he strikes at you with his staff. And here we go. That is a natural 7 plus 14, which is 21. Does 21 hit you?
21 hits.
Alrighty. Boy. You take 21 damage as he just crushes the staff. He goes to like hit you with it, and you go to block, and he brings the back end of it up into your gut and just fucking crushes into your gut with the back end of the staff.
Jesus Christ.
Like, and he does it, Fetha, so casually. Like as if he was just fucking with you the whole time.
Fuck this guy.
Alrighty, that's his turn. Nugbug, you're up, bud.
Okay. I guess I need to use my action to climb up onto this table.
Well, you don't have to. You can cast spells from. You can still cast spells when restrained.
But I can't cast at this dude.
Hmm.
Can't cast at this dude.
You
It
can't.
hasn't been
You
working
can
so
cast.
far.
I mean, I could cast at him, but I will not.
Oh, heard that. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right.
Could you summon like
Good
a
point.
draconic spirit or throw a tooth or something? Or no, the teeth are dispelled, right?
Are they fully
No.
they're dispelled forever, or just for
Just
the
for the fight. Just for the fight.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. So yeah,
I
action to
can
climb
do-
out.
You know what? I'm gonna summon a spiritual weapon with my mummy. Oh, you know what? If I'm using spellcasting from Mummy Lord, is that not legendary, right? That's just extra.
Spellcasting is regular. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a. Well, hold on. Let me look at this.
Oh, Yugdab, don't forget about your cloak. I just remembered that.
I'm gonna do a 6th level
Yeah.
spiritual weapon.
Okay. You know, place it like right behind him. What form would you like it to take?
Let me. What form do I want? How about a trident?
A what?
A trident?
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Reach and piercing damage. Let's go.
Takes. Okay, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. Okay. And I can attack with this now?
Yes, you can attack with a spiritual weapon the first turn that you cast it. Yes, that is true.
Okay. When you
And
cast
I'm
a spell
bringing a
using
trident up right now.
1d8 for every 2 slots above 2nd level. Oh, that's
Okay, what level did you cast it at?
6.
All right.
A 3d8, right? For
Yes,
every
sir.
2. Yeah, 3d8. Okay. And
Picturing the flame trident from Molten Core.
yes, minus the flame.
Is there a
Alright, I'm
spiritual
just
weapon side
gonna.
effect?
I'm gonna roll this. Oh, I guess that didn't roll it. How do I roll it?
Oh, it's like
How do you roll it?
if you click the spell, I think it'll have like a scroll down bar. I think it's like a melee spell attack with your stats, and it does the damage that it says based on like what level it is.
It says it's a 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
For damage?
Spellcasting ability modifier. Okay.
Because that sounds like, if it's a d8, that sounds like the damage amount, but what do you roll to hit?
Right. I'm gonna assume just a d20, right?
Oh yeah, but I'm looking to see, it's like your spell attack modifier, I think. So to see that, just hit spells, and then right at the top, it'll
Modifier?
spell attack.
Got it. Oof.
Damn, that one. We're all getting stabbed.
Guys, like,
I'll take
I don't
this
know what
one.
to
Is this
tell
a
you
joke?
right now,
I'll take this one.
except like, y'all are not doing a good job.
It's one
Like,
city,
what is
baby.
happening? This is the most ones we've ever had.
I'm rolling natural dice.
Yeah, they never
Trusted the
said
Yeah,
computer for
that.
too
something's
long.
not right. Yeah.
Look,
Something's
I
not
downloaded a
right.
PNG with a background, so there's your trident.
Yes, dude.
Great.
It's not great. I'm gonna be honest. It's not.
What are you
It's not
talking
ideal,
about?
but
It's
there it
perfect.
is. Is it though?
Yes.
Alrighty. So, Holden, roll a d20,
Oh
and you're
my
gonna be
goodness.
versus
Okay.
me on this.
I
I
got
rolled an 11.
a 12.
Okay,
Nice.
so you are not hit. Your trident kills the fucking random NPC next to this
Oh
guy.
no. Oh no.
Yeah, he dies.
Shit.
You don't even need to roll damage. He has like 1 HP.
Oof.
Damn.
Yeah.
We were trying
So
not
that
to kill
dude in
people,
the blue
but
shirt who was on the other side of the big bad is
Did he have
dead
glowing
now.
eyes or was he normal?
Yeah, he had glowing eyes.
Okay. Alright, we can at least get away with that
He's also
excuse.
dead now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
certainly
gonna
dead.
do on my turn?
And Nugbug, did you pull yourself out of the mud?
I can't because it costs an action.
Yeah, so you didn't. Okay, you heard. Anything else for you?
No, that's it.
All right, it is the rando motherfuckers' turns. God, they're like all restrained, and they have the movement thing.
That's quarter
Okay,
speed.
the stunned people are no longer stunned because it's the end of Nugbug's turn. So I'm gonna remove the red dots from them real quick. Dancing in the moonlight, and alone in the sun and such a fun. Okay. Boom. Okay, so these dudes rush through the muck. Their
Well, are
movement
they
is
seeing
reduced.
out of the fog?
Well, they knew which direction to head. So like the fog was good in that it, blocked them, but they still knew that you guys were over here. They don't know exactly where you are. Like they would head towards this corner, but if you weren't there, then they would be, not near you. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Yes. Come closer.
Yes, yes.
Yes. I love you all.
Oh fuck.
This is good. This is very good.
All right. So Nugbug, you have 3, because remember the people who were on the table were not affected by the spell, the mud spell. So you have 4 Nugbug. There's 4 people attacking you, and then there's 3
Okay. They
people.
better be really fucking weak.
I mean they should be. They're townsfolk, but what if they're magically
how did the
empowered by warp
ones
energy?
how did the ones that are orange dotted move? They were all restrained. They gotta make like a 19 DC strength check to move.
No, wait.
And that would
Oh
take
yeah.
their
No,
action,
they
so
use
they
their
can't
they
attack.
use their action to move.
No, that's not how it works.
No, they use their action to unrestrain themselves, and they
No.
use their movement at 4-to-1 ratio to move slowly closer.
Oh.
Because the
is
spell
it-
said you just use an action to release yourself, but action is not movement, so you can still move after that. However, they can't attack.
Okay,
However,
yeah,
there's
it
only
does.
there's only one of the enemies near Nugbug that applies to. The rest were on the other. There's 2 that were on the table that didn't get affected that are going to be able to attack him. And nobody will be able to attack Griff or Thenlin because they were all restrained. You are correct.
And I'm also looking at it in a way of like, how are this many people occupying like those squares? They should probably be in the middle of the squares.
Nah, they're fine.
Like all these people.
Well, no, because things get murky. Like you can be shoulder to shoulder with someone. You know what I mean? Like
Right,
very
but you
close.
can't
It's
occupy the
tight
same
melee combat.
space. I don't think.
Not the exact same space, no, but you can be close to it. And also, you know, these are common folk who grabbed like whatever they had, so their attacks don't get a good bonus. They don't do a ton of damage, but they get to make those attacks because even if it's throwing a plate over somebody's head, you know what I mean? This is a million grains of rice situation, you know?
Let's
Like,
get it.
they're not
Alright,
individually
bastards, let's
impactful.
go.
Yeah.
Bring it.
But Nugbug, you are getting a little bit swarmed by these guys.
I'm a
The
mummy
people
lord,
around
bitch.
the bar all jump up and jump onto the bar, and so now you guys fighting the big bad are surrounded in the back by the bartender and 4 to 5 other bar patrons. Also, the cooks have run off toward the door, and they're trying to push their way through. All right. We're going to go right to left on this. There's
Here it
one
comes. Oh no.
one enemy on the right who can attack Griff. He hits. Griff takes 12 damage. So we have 2 enemies who can attack Nugbug. Nat 20
Yes.
and a total miss.
Wait, no. No, wrong
Yeah, it's a
person.
no.
God damn
It's a
it.
no.
Fuck. Alright.
So it's 17 plus 7, which is 24 damage for Nugbug.
From its townsfolk.
Well,
Yeah,
the way
I mean,
I'm
he-
picturing it,
he
the way
got
it's
it-
described, it's like when you fight a bunch of rats. They're like a mob, but like they're kind of like one thing.
And they got a critical, and remember, for criticals, you do your max dice damage
Plus what you roll.
plus what you roll,
Mhm.
plus your bonus. And it hurts when the enemies do it to you, but it hurts a lot more when you do it to the enemies. Because you guys get, mad stuff.
Nah, I think I'll speak for the whole party. We all love when that happens.
Yeah. No, the new critical rules I like them a lot. It makes nothing
does.
sucks more than
It gives
rolling
an
a
impact.
critical and rolling a 1 and a 2 on your critical dice and being like,
sweet.
oh, I did 3 extra damage because I crit. Like that's not okay.
It's the best.
Nobody wants that.
I think it's my
not-
favorite rule change that we've done over the course of this game. The critical rule.
Yeah. No, I adapted that from High Rollers, and I'm happy that I did. And there's something else I'm thinking about adapting from High Rollers, and I'll talk to you, Billy, about it at the end of this game.
Sweet.
But let's just keep going.
I digress.
So there is 1, 2, 3, 4 5 enemies around the bar that are now compressing onto you guys who are fighting the big bad. So Fetha, you're gonna take 2 of these attacks, which are probably not gonna hit. But let's find out.
Fetha's a war machine.
Yugdab, you're also gonna take 2.
Yep.
Neither of those are gonna hit. Wow. And Holden, you take 1.
No.
Which probably doesn't hit.
No, thank God.
They don't get no plus 14 to their rolls. They are townsfolk.
No, lucky I
Alrighty.
don't murder them.
Well, I mean, you can if you want to, but you might face consequences if you do. You might not. We don't know. Holden, you're up.
Wait. I'm gonna use the legendary.
Ooh.
Oh, also the rest of the NPCs who are in the mud use their actions to pull themselves out of the mud. So they can all move
All right, and
normally.
they
They're
ended
not
their turn in the
restrained, but-
mud, right?
Yeah, so they have to...
So make the save again.
Okay, that's not... Really?
That's one thing that's actually true about it, yeah.
Fuck. Why don't I even? Jesus.
Wah, wah, wah.
I know. They all fail. I'll accept.
Oh
one
yeah, I thought it
fail.
was their action to
Maybe 2 or 3.
restrain. How did they attack?
It was. No, I did all of the actions. The only
Oh,
actions
those
I
were the
did
dudes that were on the table. Yes, yes,
were,
Yeah.
and the people who passed the save.
yes.
And I was gonna mark everybody as not restrained
I'm still
anymore, but
reviewing
that
my
was
case
not
right
the
now.
idea.
It's that I'm getting floored. All right,
Fuck you, man.
my gas lid has been flabbered.
And so a lot of those attacks were from the left side where there's no thingamabob.
Okay.
All right, Holden, what you got for us?
All right.
Wait,
All right.
4, 5, 6,
Oh, yeah,
7, 8.
legendary
8 of
action.
them need to make a DC save. Constitution.
No, I literally just assumed they failed it.
Okay,
No, I
so
made all
they're
these
all.
saves. You see the D20s
No, that was
I
for
just
the mud,
rolled?
I thought.
Yeah.
for the
Wait,
mud.
what else is there?
Legendary action.
But you said that ended at the end of your next turn, right?
Right. I'm doing it again.
Did you do it again?
I mean, it's a DC save, so it's right above your rolls.
Well, hold on. Wait, now I'm confused.
It's my
You did a
legendary
thing.
action.
It lasts till your next turn. You had
Right.
your next turn, so it ended. On your turn, you didn't do it again. Or
No,
did you?
but after their turn, I'm doing it as a legendary action.
Oh. I see. Okay,
So it's
so
anyone 10
so-
feet, so all of these people.
1, 2,
So-
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. And what's the save for that, my bud?
16,
my dude?
Constitution.
Damn.
Oh,
One set failed, one set passed. Unless they have
yeah,
a bonus.
yeah. Honestly, 4 of them passed. 6 of them failed. Okay.
Not a lot of ones when you're rolling.
Yeah, something's not right.
I'm just talking shit, man.
No, I'm
No,
also...
we've had an impressive amount of ones so far in this game.
Alright, I should think about what I'm gonna do, right? Alright, so... Got a dead
Right,
townsfolk. Attacking this guy is pretty rough. Maybe he just needs to see acts of kindness and it'll melt his frozen heart.
Yeah, heal him.
No, I'm not gonna heal him. I was considering healing the... Okay, that was the question. This dude who got killed by the trident, he is outright dead, or is making death saves?
He is stable and unconscious, so making death saves.
Okay, so I will, if I can reach him, move over and touch him and give him a spare the dying.
You can move behind the dude. He's mad distracted. So
I'm
that's
finally
okay.
gonna
So
like
this-
scoot by and like yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. I will hit him with a
So
spare the
he's now
dying,
stable and unconscious.
which
He's right
is
there.
just for a visual. Have you guys seen the movie Signs? You know
Yes.
when the alien is holding the dude's son and that thing comes out of his wrist and like sprays the shit up his nose? That's what
shit.
Holden does. It's like really creepy. His like little Morphe hand goes next to his face and this little like barb comes out and shoots a little yellow dust up his nose and he stabilizes. Then I will use my bonus action to mass healing word. I'll cast this with the digital dice roller. So 7, 12 total healing to everybody around. I don't think, can I push that to a higher spell slot? Let me see. Yeah, I'll do a 4th level and I'll roll another d4. Just roll 1d4. I got a 3 and then the d4 gets plus 5, so 8. So 20 total healing to everyone within. Bada bing. 60 feet of me. So I'm going to take the third level spell slot back, I'll cast the 4th, and that's action, bonus action, movement. I'm good.
Southus, it's your turn, bud. You just murdered the dude you made a business deal with, took the contract, stole it. You're at the top of the stairs, pretty far away from everyone. What is your move?
Okay, so I have to forge his contract I took from his pocket,
My
as
God.
well as the contract in
My
my
God.
pocket.
Yes.
It initially said 10%. I'm going to change that into a nice and crispy number 9 so that it says 90%. And as soon as I'm done with that, I press his still warm thumb to both contracts. Then I press my thumbs to both contracts. Both contracts immediately disappear. There's no flames or any sort of spectacle, they're just gone. Copies of them now exist in both local and international court systems.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know what you need me to roll to effectuate all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, deception or sleight of hand, they're probably the same.
This seems like right up his alley too. Like he's spec.
I know.
Yes, in espionage.
Wow. No, you changed it from his company will get a 30% discount for working with you and doing all their shipping towards you, to their company gets a 5% discount for working with you and shipping through you.
And
they
a
can ship
huge
through you
sign-on
only.
bonus. Yeah.
Yeah. And 21 is perfectly sufficient.
Holy shit, dude.
These documents seemed very well forged. So, yeah. Wow.
Perfect.
Pretty epic.
Well, now I want to go stab somebody. So, who's the closest person I can start marching off towards?
Well, let me ask you this. How do you feel about killing people who were innocent but mind controlled?
Get in my way, they die. Otherwise, they're fine.
Heard that. So yeah, I mean, you move down to the base of the steps. You stand next to Thenlin. You know, being accosted and surrounded by the common folk with the red glow, and yeah, you can attack these motherfuckers.
Weapon of certain death, rapier. I forgot about this.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah. Alrighty, that's a hit. So roll damage. Sure, that dude is fucking obliterated. You kill the town's blacksmith. He's dead now. He was just trying to have a drink
Is what
after
it
work.
is.
Yeah, he's dead.
Is what it is.
Isn't this the replacement blacksmith of the other one that died?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it is actually. This was the other one's apprentice. Which is kind of fucked. But
So
you
funny.
know, it's happening.
It's just a
Yeah.
gag now. Blacksmiths always die after we buy shit
yeah.
off them.
Oh god. Southis, you still have another attack.
Yeah.
This is great.
I might as well just keep going. Who's next in line? Let's do that.
Nice pirouette and a slash with a short sword. Nice.
Uh, 22 will hit. Yep. Wow. So you slaughter another. No, that's you. Mess Dunlin. You slaughter another of these townsfolk who are mind controlled and acting against their own free will. You kill them, like, not just unconscious, but like you kill them dead.
Alright, so last thing I'll do is I'm gonna throw some gold pieces at their bodies. They're just generally near their bodies for whoever comes by later on. Just kind of like a, yeah, there you go.
So you murder two innocent people and throw coins onto their bodies.
Oh yeah. Oh
I mean, they're
yeah.
pretty valuable coins, to be clear.
Look,
These are
I'm not
valuable
judging.
coins.
This is incredible. I just want to make sure I'm clear if that's what you're choosing to do.
100%.
All right.
They're probably coins of like something rarer than gold, and they probably have your face minted on them. That's what I'm picturing. It's Salthus coin. Salthus coin is going crazy. Buy the dip.
South coin. All right, it's Griff's. Goddamn it, Southus. It's Griff's turn. He flies back to the wall over here. He perches on it. He will use the hunter's mark, which he might have used before, but it's fine. Yeah, hunter's mark is still active on the big bad. So he's gonna go ahead and attack with his longbow. Twice. Neither of those hit. Griff is sad. He goes, I'm very sad right now. I feel like I should have hit with one of those. Highly inappropriate that I didn't. Fuck. Fetha, you're up. What you got for us? Dang, bro. You know what? You might be muted if you're here.
Yeah. So good old Fething's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Fuck this goddamn computer.
$19 is a no-go on the hit, as your axe slices off of the armor. You notice, make a perception check.
Motherfucker. What is... I'll take what is 15 plus 1, Alex?
16. With a 16, you notice that while your hit was not effective at damaging this foe, it did scratch his armor, and you notice it scratched through some of the runes on his armor.
Okay, Fetha is now going to switch his target to attacking the runes directly.
Sure.
Damn. 15 plus 12 hit. 27 hit.
If you're specifically going for the runes, no.
Yes. Okay, let's try again.
Just call shots at DC.
Yeah, that one doesn't work either.
Unfortunately not.
Alright, we're gonna go Polearm Master. It's 23 hit.
No. It does not.
Alright, Fetha's just gonna go cry in a corner.
Yeah, Fetha just went in on this guy trying to scrape the runes and just like came up against nothing. Just a brick wall over and over again. That's like you were giving it your all, but it's like sometimes it felt like the hit was gonna hit, and even then the runes flared. You know, like this dude is super magically protected and magically skilled, you gather. Alright, Haliax is up next. Who wants to roll for Haliax? I think Southis and Yugdab. They rolled least. So you can each roll 1d20. Southis and Yugdab, you get plus 14. Damage is 1d12 plus 14. Eight plus 14, 28. Yeah, that definitely hits.
What do I do for?
Oh, for damage, I think it's a D12 plus, what did you say, like 7 or something?
Plus 14.
Oh, plus 14. So his to hit would be 22?
Yeah, it does not hit.
Shame.
5 plus 14, though?
Oh, that's on the D12.
Yeah. That would be
That would
damage.
have been, yeah, that would have been sexy. Dead sexy.
I'll take that damage for Fetha's damage as the 21. All right, yo, Deb, you are in the thick of it right now. You know, there's innocent people who are mind controlled pressing attacks on you from your back. There is a powerful enemy at your front. How do you handle this?
I think I'm just gonna focus on the big guy in front of me and hope I don't stab anyone else.
Well, let's see how it goes. Not going to go through. Unfortunately, he dodges expertly out of the way of your attack.
Does a 23 hit?
No, it does not.
Man.
This time, though, you hit him. You hit him, but your blade slides off of his armor, leaving scratches among the runes.
Well, I'll try it one more time. Aw, damn.
Yeah, 13, you just miss him entirely. He definitely dodges out of the way of your attack.
Alright, well, that's it for Young Dad this time.
Okay. Yeah, that was an unfortunate turn. This guy's turn is next. He's going to... There's a lot of you guys. He is going to slam his staff into the ground and something starts to happen. Okay? With his other hand, he's going to he reaches down to his belt, he pulls out a large, very large, like comically large, ornate looking pistol. He points it directly at you, Young Dab, and he pulls the trigger. So he's going to be attacking you with his bolt pistol. 5 plus 12 is 17. Does that hit?
It does.
Okay. So you're going to take 2d10 plus 5 damage. Where's my other d10? Oh, here it is. 23 damage to you, please. And that shot impacts on your shoulder. It touches you back a bit. You are completely taken aback by how much it penetrates your armor. Wait, you're not wearing armor, you're a barbarian. It fucking slams into you so hard. It hits you and that hurts. A moment later, it explodes inside of you, and that hurts even more. You get the impression that this sort of weapon or bullet, like projectile, could have potentially obliterated you, but you're just so angry and so raging that it can't.
Do we
In this
get one of
moment of
those
relief,
Looney Tunes moments where it's like it blows up and like she exhales like smoke?
no, it's
Fumes
like,
coming
man.
out.
yeah, she exhales some smoke, and this thing looks at her, almost surprised for a moment. The gun rests against her chest, and he pulls the trigger again. He rolled a natural 1.
So
Uh-oh.
he was holding it
That for
backwards.
someone else.
Sounds like his gun
His-
jammed.
His gun jams. Nothing happens. He pulls the trigger right against your chest. Like this could have been a fatal blow. I don't know how much hit points you have, but it would have been really, really bad. But his gun jams, and you see him look surprised and pull the magazine out, and that's the end of this creature's turn. Nutbug, what do you got for us?
Oh. What do I got for you? You know? I'm gonna. I guess I'm gonna attack with the. Wait, hold on. Can I use a quicken spell to like if I want to like get out of the mud and then use the trident? Is that somewhere like quicken spell would come in handy?
Well, the trident's a bonus action from now on. It was only an action the first time you cast it. So you can get out of the mud and still use the trident. Yes.
Okay. And is there a roll for getting out of the mud?
No, it said you could just use an action to do it. It just costs you your action.
Okay.
So you move back a little bit, you're out of the mud. You have your
Yeah.
movement and bonus action.
I'm gonna get away from these guys. Oh wait, this one isn't stunned. Are they all stunned?
Though, well, yeah, you did the thing again. So the people with the red dots are stunned, so they cannot opportunity attack you.
Alright.
You can
so,
move right
hold on,
now
so-
without any opportunity attacks because of this.
Perfect. So I'm gonna make my way downtown, walking fast.
Please pass.
So I'm gonna
Oh,
chill here, and then I'm gonna do the finger thing, spiritual weapon. Oh shit! That's a nat 20, baby.
Nice, dude. Let's go.
After two natty ones.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's 3d8 plus 2. Because my modifier is plus 2.
Okay.
So 18. And then how do I do the rest?
It's 18 and then it's plus 24 because it's 3d8.
So they get the full damage plus whatever you roll.
42.
Yeah. Yes,
Damn, and that's
42
just off a
damage.
spiritual weapon.
And that would, yeah, wow. Yeah.
So yeah, that thing is going in on him.
Yeah, that's wow, that's a lot. You just fucked this dude up. He's still
Beat him
standing.
down.
I mean, the trident burst into him and just fucking. You see it cut through his armor. You see it like a point of the elbows. It cuts through an elbow point on the armor, and you see the armor might be weaker there,
Ooh.
where there's like movement joints and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
you find one of those sweet spots, cut through for a ton of damage, and this enemy does not seem happy about that.
Yeah, it like jabs in and twists itself.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. It's a
All
trident
right,
after all.
Yep, we love a good trident. All right, cool. That's everything I got.
Alright, all of the fucking randos are up next.
Nice. Assholes. And I suppose they're all unstunned.
Yeah, the stun ones are unstunned. Sorry, it's taking a minute to manage everything right now. All right. So southeast, 3 of these guys are going to be attacking you because they saw. Wait, you're not even affected. Yeah, no, they saw what you did. They're not happy about it. Some of these dudes are going to just stay inside of the area, the fog cloud, because they can't find their way out. And then the guys over here are going to pile in on all of you. Guys who are at the main combat. So there's 3 NPCs on Yugdab, 1 on Fetha, and 1 on Hold. Let's do this. This is a 17 hit Yugdab.
Yes.
Right. Ignore the 3d20, that's not real. You take 11 damage.
Okay.
Right. Fetha, 2 of them attack you. It's a 17 hit.
Absolutely not.
Yep, and Holden, you take 1. No.
Nice.
No. Southest. Well, you're up on the stairs, so Ray, that doesn't matter. Blah blah blah. Nugbug, you are assaulted by multiple townsfolk.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Does a 17 hit?
Mummy Lord armor is a 17.
So yes, if it meets it, it beats it. So you're gonna take 2 of these guys. You take 8 total damage. Not great.
Ouchie.
Yeah, right.
So you can use your reaction to make an opportunity attack to cast a spell that is... No, I don't want to hurt them. Never mind.
Yeah, they're super innocent.
Yeah, currently not, but deep
Oh,
down.
yeah. All right, that brings us back to the top of the initiative with Holden.
All right.
Oh,
Okay, so let's look at some stuff here.
Yeah,
So
that's
we've
what I'm
got
trying to do.
a stabilized dude. We've got probably 4 or 5 swinging at us. We've got our heavy hitters gouging up this dude's armor. Let's test out to see if his runes are fucked up enough to make a difference. I'm gonna hit him with... let's just give him an old-fashioned firebolt. So if need be, to not have disadvantage, I'll back up 5 feet, possibly triggering an attack of opportunity from him.
Cole's gone. Oh, there it is.
No, it's tricky. He's not going to opportunity attack you if you cast a spell in melee.
Okay. Oh, but I think if I cast a ranged spell in melee, it gives me disadvantage at shooting it.
Yes.
So yeah, I'll back up. If he wants to swing at me, he can swing at me. That's fine.
Oh, he's going to. Natural 1 as he hits the axe into his own leg.
Thank God.
Nice.
Yeah, he takes 9 damage.
Where'd he get
Okay.
an axe? I thought he had a
Even
staff and
more?
a pistol.
Whatever the fuck hit stat. He
So there have been
stops-
more
So he
ones
stopped-
rolled in
so he
this
stopped
one night.
concentrating on his spell, is what you're saying?
No.
Because I
That's
thought he
not
was
what I'm
like,
saying.
I thought he was concentrating on something with the staff. He was like preparing a spell.
Yeah, but his concentration is different from 5-year-old's concentration.
Okay. That being said, I'm not gonna do Firebolt. I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna cast Command. So he needs to make a Wisdom saving throw of 19 or use some kind of countermeasure.
Yeah, 16 plus 5.
Damn, this dude's got some saves.
21.
Okay. Then other than that, bonus action, I'll do the big heal again. Let's see, bonus
All right.
action, mass healing word. Now let me go see if I can do another 4th level. Yes, I'll do it. So let me read it specifically. Up to 6 people, so obviously it's going to be the 6 closest players.
Okay.
Cool. 15 healing to myself and those around.
All right, so pretty much all y'all can take 15 HPs.
What's that mean?
This fucking guy's an asshole. When I cast the spell, did it look like the
No,
armor
not you,
reacted?
Knuckler.
No.
Did it
I'm
look
sorry,
like the
what?
Did it look like the armor like reacted when I did the spell?
Not to the healing spell, no.
No, to the command. Because I
Oh
said
no,
drop.
not to command.
Okay.
No.
It's just yeah, okay, yeah. Okay.
What's the save for command?
Wisdom. Wisdom 19. You saved against it. You got a 16 plus 5.
Sick. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Southist, you're up, bud. Please regale us with what you have for us.
Alright, so at this point, I just went over to the side where this big machine motherfuckers are. So anybody that's in my way, I'm a little guy. I want to start going between people's legs and shit. Just going right fucking through these people. So I can get across the other side of the room.
Okay. You can make it up to here on top of the bar.
That's where I want to go.
Sick. Perfect. In
And
fact.
that's really all I want to do is just move as much as I can, lay low.
Heard that. You have moved as much as you can. Do you want to lay low in that you make a stealth check, or just lay low?
Absolutely stealth check. I want to
Alright,
be
let's see.
as unnoticed as possible.
Yeah, I mean, you feel pretty confident. It's not your best hiding work. You weren't as sneaky as you wanted to be, but you accomplished it. At one point after you finish your move, thinking you were sneaky, you look back and you and Griff make eye contact, and you're like, "Yeah, that bird was watching me the whole time, wasn't he?" Now, spoiler alert, he was.
God damn it.
Yeah. It's Griff's turn. He put Hunter's Mark on the big bad last time. So wherever I put his model, doesn't matter. Oh, he's right here. He's going to attempt to attack with his longbow. Oh my god. Okay. 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 Wow.
No.
Just wow.
Like that.
So Yugdab and Fetha, please roll d20s. A 19 does not hit.
Your strike doesn't help with that.
What now?
What does he have on the? Oh, he has Hunter's Mark. Never mind.
Yeah, it is that bonus damage.
What am I saving for?
You're just rolling a d20. You and Yugdab both.
16.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What did Yugdab roll?
She said she sent hers in.
Oh.
She got 13.
Oh, it's right there. She got a 13. So Yugdab, take 9 damage. Actually, you're below max HP, so take 9 plus 2, take 11 damage. But you half it, so 5. We are a right group of fuck-ups tonight. Fetha, you're up next.
Right. Let's see how this works. Will a 30 hit the runes?
Yeah, I mean, well, yes, it will.
Okay. So do you want me to roll damage, or is that just scratch up one of the runes on the armor?
You still need to roll damage, because that will represent how much of the runes it scratches up. $11. So your blade finds purchase along his shoulder guard, which is again covered in runes, and when you first hit, you feel it reflected by his armor, but you just drive harder and you drag it right across. And like a whole row of runes on his shoulder pad are permanently altered and destroyed.
What shoulder is it?
Right shoulder.
I turned off the
Wait,
right
left
shoulder.
shoulder.
The runes. Okay. I turned off the left
Sorry.
shoulder. The runes aren't working anymore.
Let's fucking
Oh, I didn't mean to
go.
click that, but 22 doesn't hit.
You attack out of pure joy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aha! I can attack you.
Your armor is no longer your wife.
So you did one attack and another. Oh, a 24 also does not hit.
Okay.
Damn.
Black hole.
I mean, if
son.
one enemy is going to fight all of you, he needs to be pretty beefy at this point.
Was them those 2 attacks, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, here goes the last one for a rune. Come on! You fucking cuck.
Oh no.
Yeah. Call the dice a cock. That seemed to work out.
Cucked
Well.
by the dice.
All right. So a little bit of success in the beginning. You scrape some of the runes off of his shoulder, but yeah, I mean, overall, not the best turn.
Bonus action done. Alright, Fethus turns up.
Who wants to roll for Haliax? 2 attacks, d20 plus 14. Damage is d12 plus 14.
I'll roll one.
I got an 11, so 25 to hit.
I got a
Does
16.
not hit.
Damn.
20.
25
yeah, that's
doesn't
like a-
hit?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, you're a
16
mummy
plus
lord.
14.
16 plus 14 is 30. That hits.
Hell yeah.
Some kind of fucking spell's gonna go off. when it's his turn. This is not good, guys. And he's not making concentration checks, so it's gonna be like a fucking EMP. We're fucked.
Now, Fetho looks at the armored guy and goes, "Fruitless, huh? Used my head a little bit. Looks like you're the one who's losing fruit."
Let's go.
Alright.
Hell yeah, Fetho, that guy doesn't even know what a fucking mango is. Holden
Hell
says.
no.
So wait, roll a
You ever heard of a
d12.
jackfruit? That's what you're gonna look like when I'm done.
15 damage. Alrighty, Haliax just went. So Yugdab, here we go.
Yes.
All
There we go.
30s.
Okay.
Roll all 30s. All critical strikes.
Like I rolled a 24 nat on a d20. 20 unfortunately will not hit.
I don't know if you know this, but I have a D30, and there's like 10 30 spaces on it.
That's sick. Wait, that seems like not right, but I love it.
Every other space is like a 1 and a 5.
20, 17, and 15 do not hit.
Damn.
After this fight, I'm gonna look into ways to make Yugdab more impactful. I think that some of the sessions she missed, the party got like upgrades, and just the bonuses aren't on the same level.
Okay.
I'll help her with her. I'll take a look at her sheet and see if she missed any.
Also, you get +2 to all this, so I mean 22, 19, and 17 still don't hit, unfortunately.
That's okay. He's beefy.
Alrighty. It's
Yugdab's
this guy's turn next.
This guy.
He brings the staff back to the center of his body, slams into the ground, and I will need one more round of Constitution saves from everybody.
Alright, before I roll,
Give me, you
I'm
get
gonna
a
use
+5.
Flash of Genius on myself for an extra +5.
Okay.
+10. 35.
Wow.
Oh, that's 20. Fuck you. Why couldn't you be an attack?
Oh wait, I rolled the wrong thing. I knew it. Something was weird.
It's like you're weakening.
Well, it's
Oh, man.
26 damage if you fail, which Yugdab and Southish you did. And it's 20. Wait,
Did you add your +5 to your save, babe?
13. 13 damage for you, Petham. Even with a +5, she still fails.
Okay.
13 damage.
Yes.
13 or 26. All right. And you see that this energy that comes off of this guy, it seems to just wash over the mind-controlled NPCs as if they are not there.
Okay, nice.
So that's good. He doesn't slaughter all of the innocents in that moment.
So I'm gonna make a concentration check. Oh wait, no, transmute rock is not concentration. Gotta love it.
Sick. Nugbug, you're up next. What you got?
What do I got? No. Shit, I meant to use a legendary action earlier. I don't know how to not hurt these people other than just letting them attack me.
You don't have any good crowd control spells?
I actually do. Will I use it is the question. How does this work? Hold on. Up to 12 creatures of your choice. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, you guys, I hate to be a party pooper, but I do have to head out.
No, it's 11:30. You said before you had to leave at 11:30. That's fair, dude.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for playing. Appreciate
Yeah,
you guys.
thank you
Love
for
you guys.
showing up.
GG's.
But yeah, like absolutely appreciate it.
Of
It
course.
was fun playing tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, you guys, enjoy the rest of the game.
Good
Fuck
luck,
that
guys.
armored bitch up.
Adios.
There goes my
Peace
tablet.
out, guys.
Night, guys.
Good night, you guys.
I guess I'll mass suggest some of these guys. 1, there's 3, 4.
Mass suggestion is such a cool spell. Yeah, I mean, and these are the kind of people to use it on. So yeah,
4.
if you can link it, that would be
7.
ideal.
Alright. 1 second.
Whoa. Okay. Wow. Interesting.
Hmm.
Well, creatures of your choice that you can see within range. Alright, so who are your
Alright,
targets for this?
These 4.
Yep.
This one, because I can see maybe those 2, 6, 7,
Yep.
8, 9. Is this one 10 here?
Yeah.
11. I guess. Is that someone? 12?
Yeah. Sure. Essentially all the innocent mind control people you can see. Oh boy. Huh. Okay. Wow, DC 16 for those people. Wisdom.
I mean, how wise can they be? One of them?
Right. Yeah, actually, yes. One of them.
Other than that, the command
Wow.
is.
Go home to your family.
Kind of what I was thinking, yeah. Go
Yeah.
home to your families and save yourself.
Immediately, the people around you just walk away. Okay. Yeah, all those people are gonna leave the fight, so that's huge. You just took like 7 enemies off the board, and they're innocent enemies you didn't want to kill. So that was a really, really awesome move. Wow. Fuck.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, that's incredible. Just the way I'm gonna have it work out in my head for ease of the game is that the ones who pass are the ones near the big bad. So they're all still active, but most of the other ones that were threatening you guys, they're like, yeah, we gotta go. So
Perfect.
they're also falling in mud constantly. And just dirty as fuck. It's pathetic to watch, actually.
Okay, and then I'm gonna bonus action a little trident.
A little. Oh yeah. Let's see it. 24 does not hit.
Okay. And that is my turn.
Alright. It's the mind control NPCs up next. Most of them just are leaving the fight. They're milling about in the back of the tavern, trying to go out the back door, heading home, not sure what happened. But God, there's so much going on here. We have two attacking.
Wait, hold on. I could see the 4 that were with me, and then I could see the 3 that were hanging out of here. So, did any of these guys leave?
No,
Or fail?
no. I had everybody else leave, and I assumed
Okay.
that those were the ones that passed. Especially since they're the closest to the source of their mind control, it makes sense.
Okay.
But everybody else pretty much is not in it anymore. So you managed to send everybody except the people engaged directly in the main conflict away. Like, awesome. Alrighty, and most of them continue to run away or leave, as it were. You have 2 that attack Yugdab and 2 that attack Fetha, and that's the enemies that are still active left in this room. Yugdab does a 21 hit, and Fetha, they both miss.
Yugdab's not here.
A 21
but
would probably hit Yugdab.
Probably, yeah.
Feel like it, right? Well, she takes 8 damage.
8 damage to Yugdab.
And then it's
We're
going to
taking
loop
a
back to
decent
you.
amount of
Holden.
damage.
Alright, you want to end here?
Yeah, I think that's probably good.
Cool.
You can save the top of this initiative.
Yeah, I'm gonna open with like a heat metal on the shoulder plate that got fucked up. Do that next
What
time.
a huge surprise. Heat metal.
Make that shit hot. Alright, well, thanks for playing, guys. It was great.
Yeah, it was good.
Thanks for listening.
We got through
Thanks for
some
being
good
here.
rounds.
We got a great, I think we
Yes.
got 3 rounds of initiative in. That's huge.
Yep. That was good.
Guys, don't forget, if you're talking and no one can hear you, you might be muted.
You're not wrong.
Yes, indeed.
Typical.